One of the most common goals that we hear from our Tackling Reactivity students is that they'd one day love to take their reactive dog to the farmer's market, a restaurant patio, the beach, or even a pub. And I totally get it. These outings are a dream for so many people who want to involve their dogs in their life. But here's the truth. Places like this are really the final boss of reactivity training. They're busy, loud, full of distractions, and often unpredictable. While they absolutely can be done, it's important to emphasize planning and preparing ahead of time. When my German Shepherd Murdoch was younger, he struggled a lot with reactivity towards other dogs and even people sometimes. He was sensitive, vigilant, and it took a lot of training to get him feeling calm in new environments. Fast forward to today, and he goes all over with me. Dog shows, hotels, camping trips, and even big public events. So when I decided last weekend to go shopping at the farmer's market, I decided that I wanted to bring him along with me. And in this video, I want to show you exactly how I did this and how you can set up your dog for success if this is a goal of yours that you are trying to work towards. First, and most importantly, every single part of this outing was planned ahead of time. His gear, the treats I brought, the vest I wore with extra pockets, and even choosing a backpack for my produce instead of a canvas bag was all intentional. That way, my hands were free, and I could focus on managing Murdoch if it was needed. I even planned how we would arrive. Instead of driving up there, parking, and having Murdoch explode out of the car, excited and ready to explore, we walked up ahead of time. That way, by the time we got to the market, he was already well settled into the outing. In an environment like this, another thing I really want to focus on is the people. Because Murdoch used to be a people-sensitive dog, I still have very clear rules in place. If someone wants to say hi to Murdoch and asks, he can, but only when I give him the cue, go see. If he doesn't want to go see that person, I tell them sorry, maybe next time. There are no forced interactions. His comfort matters just as much as mine. And I really want to pause here because this part is very important. Murdoch is a really big fluffy dog that many people often want to greet. And people can feel a lot of pressure to force those dogs into those greetings. We worry that if our dog doesn't greet other people, we're somehow a failure. But here's the truth. Not every dog wants to meet strangers. And that's okay. Just like people, some dogs are far more extroverted. Some love the attention from everyone, and some have a much smaller circle of trust. Both are completely valid. Our job as their owners is to listen to them and read what they're telling us and advocate for them appropriately. If your dog doesn't want to greet or needs very clear rules around greeting, that is totally okay. It's not only acceptable, it's more responsible. Teaching our dogs no is an option actually builds their trust in us because they're not being forced into situations that make them uncomfortable. At the same time, it also helps everyone around us realize that our dogs have boundaries too, just like us. Another really big piece here is obedience. Reactivity training is of course essential, but so is plain old-fashioned obedience. At the farmer's market, Murdoch needs to not pull on leash. He needs to be able to sit or lay down while I purchase things. Without strong foundations, it would be impossible for him to follow these cues in such a busy and distracting environment. I also set him up for success by staying very aware of my surroundings. If we are going to take our dog to this kind of setting, we cannot be on our phone. We have to be paying attention to what is going on around us. Kids could be running around, people may let their dogs suddenly rush up and greet our dog, even scooters or bikes could go flying by. Part of advocating for our dogs means paying attention to what's going on around us and stepping in when it may be needed. And yes, as you've probably seen in these clips, even though Murdoch is very well trained, I am giving him treats in this environment. I use them sparingly, but I am not afraid to reward him. Because honestly, this is a lot to ask of any dog. There are kids, dogs, music, food smells everywhere. A little extra reinforcement can go a long way to set them up for success. Something else to note, if your dog is starting to struggle, maybe barking, pulling, or just generally looking stressed, we may need to take them home. It's okay to leave early. Sometimes cutting an outing short is the best choice for your dog. Being prepared for that possibility ahead of time will take the pressure off of both of you. And finally, remember, even if the outing goes very well, for our formerly reactive dogs or reactive dogs in training, this outing can take a lot out of them. When you get home, you may need to give them something to help them decompress. Maybe a chew or lick mat or just some quiet time to relax in peace. So yes, places like farmers markets and patios can be a goal for our reactive dogs. But really, they're the final boss. Taking there takes time, training, and preparation. And above all else, it takes a lot of patience. Murdoch is proof that a dog that was once struggling with reactivity can not only do these activities, but enjoy them. But that's only because I put in the foundation work and took a lot of time to set him up for success. If this is a goal for your dog, make sure you start small. work consistently on it, and remember that every small step counts. And if you want to start working towards these kind of outings, we're always happy to help. Feel free to reach out in the comments if you have any questions, and happy training.
Happy as a king.